Believe it or not, Alaska holds 3 unique titles. This incredible state is not just the largest in the US, it's also the most northern, eastern, and western state in the country. Its Arctic location makes it the northernmost state, where icy landscapes dominate and wildlife thrives in a rugged beauty. But wait, there's more. Alaska juts out into the Pacific Ocean, granting it the title of the westernmost state as well. You may be surprised to find out that part of Alaska actually crosses the 180-degree meridian, placing that portion of the state in the eastern hemisphere. Because of this fascinating geographical situation, Alaska earns the distinction of being the easternmost U.S. state too. This means if you're measuring from the mainland, Alaska stretches all across the globe, making it a truly unique part of America. How cool is that? Is it really true that crooked noses signaled power? In ancient Rome, a crooked nose was seen as a symbol of strong leadership. This fascinating belief stemmed from society's unusual standards, where specific facial features, particularly distinct noses, were considered indicators of wisdom, intelligence, and nobility. Many statues and busts of Roman emperors showcase these prominent noses, emphasizing their connection to power. For the Romans, a strong nose suggested not only physical presence, but also a strategic mind capable of military prowess and effective governance. This intriguing perspective shows how, even in ancient times, people linked physical appearance to leadership qualities. It raises questions about how much our perceptions of authority today are still influenced by appearance. So next time you hear someone say, "Looks don't matter in leadership," remember the Roman emperors and their distinctive noses. Did you know that Christmas hats have royal roots? These festive headpieces, often called paper crowns, are a beloved tradition in Britain, adding a splash of color and fun to Christmas dinner. Inside Christmas crackers, those delightful pop-open gifts that reveal surprises. These hats are typically found, ready to be worn as families gather around the table. The origin of these whimsical crowns traces back to the Victorian era, when Christmas crackers were first introduced. The playful custom not only encourages laughter while reading the jokes printed on the hats, but also serves a deeper meaning. They symbolize the crowns worn by the 3 wise men from the Nativity story. So don your paper crown and raise a toast to tradition during your festive feast. Why not share a joke while you're at it? Dive into Australia's underground city of Cubber PD. This fascinating region, known for its extreme desert heat, is home to a unique way of living. The residents of Cubber PD have ingeniously built their homes in underground caves to escape the sweltering temperatures that can soar above 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. These underground dwellings offer a cool retreat, keeping the inhabitants comfortable while still providing a sense of community. Imagine walking through a bustling city, not in the sun but beneath the surface, where you can find shops, schools, and even parks carved into the rock. Living in these caves not only helps people beat the heat, but also showcases their resourcefulness in adapting to harsh conditions. The area has turned into a vibrant hub, attracting curious travelers and researchers eager to learn about this remarkable lifestyle. So if you ever find yourself in Australia, wouldn't you want to explore this astonishing underground city? Have you ever wondered about Dr. Seuss and pollution? Many people might not know that after the beloved children's book, The Lorax, was published, Dr. Seuss took the unusual step of removing a reference to pollution in Lake Erie. This change happened 14 years later, after researchers shared exciting news. Environmental restoration efforts had made significant progress in cleaning up the lake. Seuss, who passionately cared about the environment, wanted his story to reflect reality and inspire hope. The original mention of pollution might have painted a bleak picture, but by removing it, he offered a more optimistic view of what communities can achieve when they work together for the planet. This fascinating behind-the-scenes decision highlights how even a giant in children's literature was influenced by real-world developments. Can a simple story really promote environmental change? Absolutely. Guess what really drives meaningful conversations? The balance between sharing and listening is crucial for creating genuine connections, whether online or face-to-face. When people talk without considering the other person's response, interactions can feel one-sided and less engaging. But by understanding our own conversational habits, like how much we dominate a discussion or how often we tune out, we can become more aware of our communication style. This awareness helps us listen actively and appreciate the other person's perspective. Think of a good chat as a dance, where both partners contribute their moves. When we share our thoughts while also valuing what the other person has to say, we foster relationships that are richer and more fulfilling. So the next time you're in a conversation, ask yourself, am I listening as much as I speak? Finding that balance leads to deeper, more rewarding interactions. You might be shocked to learn that pitch flows. The pitch drop experiment at the University of Queensland is an incredible illustration of how materials can behave in ways that defy our expectations. Started in 1927, this fascinating long-term study focuses on pitch, a substance that seems solid but flows very slowly when left undisturbed. This experiment consists of a sealed container of pitch, where scientists observe this unique substance over decades. Most people think of liquids as clear and quick flowing, but pitch challenges that notion. In fact, the pitch has dripped only a few times in its 90-plus years, making each drop a significant event. Observing something that takes so long to change encourages us to think differently about time and matter. This experiment not only showcases the remarkable properties of pitch, but also serves as a reminder of the curiosities that are often hidden in plain sight. Isn't it fascinating how such an experiment can reveal so much about our understanding of liquids? Discover how to measure lightning distance safely. Scientists have developed a simple method to calculate how far away a lightning strike occurs, which can help keep you and others safe. When you see a flash of lightning, start counting the seconds until you hear the thunder. For every 5 seconds that pass, the lightning is roughly 1 mile away. This method is based on the fact that light travels faster than sound, so you see the flash before you hear the clap. Knowing this distance can alert you when it's time to seek shelter during storms, as lightning can strike miles away from the rain. Safety experts recommend taking cover if the distance is less than 6 miles, as the risk of a lightning strike increases significantly. So next time a storm rolls in, remember to count those seconds and stay safe. Did you know 600 people keep the Eiffel Tower running? Every day, a dedicated team of around 600 workers ensures that this iconic structure in Paris operates smoothly for millions of visitors. From security personnel who check tickets and maintain safety, to engineers performing essential maintenance on the elevators and lighting, each individual plays a vital role. These employees handle everything from cleaning the expansive viewing areas to providing helpful information to tourists. They even manage the surrounding gardens, making sure the environment is as beautiful as the tower itself. With millions visiting each year, the teamwork and commitment of these individuals help keep the Eiffel Tower not just a symbol of France, but a loved destination for people worldwide. Whether you admire the view from the top or stroll around its base, countless efforts behind the scenes make each visit special. Here's something incredible about life's origins. The primordial soup theory suggests that life on Earth began billions of years ago in a warm, chemically rich environment. You might wonder how simple ingredients turned into complex living organisms. The theory proposes that our early planet was filled with a mixture of organic materials, like amino acids and simple sugars, lurking in oceans and lakes. When exposed to energy sources such as lightning or volcanic activity, these building blocks began to react, forming more complex molecules. Over time, these molecules eventually led to the first primitive cells, which were the beginning of all life as we know it. Scientists have tested this idea by recreating similar conditions in laboratories and successfully producing organic compounds. While the exact steps are still a mystery, the primordial soup theory offers a fascinating glimpse into Earth's early days and how life could have sprung from seemingly simple ingredients. What do you think about this theory? Let's uncover the truth about automatic jar openers. These handy devices are motor-powered tools designed to take the struggle out of opening stubborn jars. If you've ever wrestled with a tightly sealed lid, you know that it can be a real hassle, especially for seniors or individuals with arthritis. Automatic jar openers are compact and easy to use, requiring just the push of a button to get the job done. They work by gripping the lid tightly, twisting it open with powerful torque, and allowing you to enjoy your favorite jams, sauces, or pickles without a fight. These gadgets are more than just a luxury. They can be life-changing, providing independence and convenience in the kitchen. And they're designed to fit most standard jars, so you won't need to worry about compatibility. Why struggle when simple technology can make life easier? Is it really true that NASA's budget is soaring? NASA, the United States Space Agency, is projected to spend more than $27 billion on space exploration by 2024. This incredible amount reflects the growing ambition to explore our solar system and beyond, aiming to answer profound questions about the universe. A significant portion of this budget is dedicated to returning humans to the moon through the Artemis program, which aims to land the first woman and the next man on the lunar surface by the mid-2020s. In addition, NASA is investing in Mars missions, including the Perseverance rover, which is searching for signs of ancient life and preparing for future human missions. The budget also supports various innovations in technology and science, further pushing the boundaries of what we know. As we advance our capabilities in space, this funding highlights our commitment to understanding not only our planet, but also the cosmos. What do you think we might discover with such an impressive budget? Why exactly does clinical death take so long? Clinical death happens when your heart stops beating, signaling the end of blood circulation and, soon after, brain activity. But here's the surprising part. Even after the heart stops, your body's cells can hang in there for several minutes to hours. This phenomenon is known as biological death. During this time, certain organs and tissues may still receive enough oxygen to survive, delaying the process of decay. For instance, brain cells can live for about 4 to 6 minutes without oxygen, while some organs may last longer. This window has important implications, especially in medical situations like resuscitation, where every second counts. Understanding this transition from clinical to biological death can help doctors make better decisions during emergencies. It raises questions about life, death, and what it means to truly be alive. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies operate in such an intricate way? Did you know that diamonds could rain on Uranus? Scientists theorize that the atmospheres of Uranus and Neptune, two icy giants in our solar system, might be home to diamond rain. These planets contain lots of hydrocarbons, and under the immense pressure and high temperatures found deep within their layers, something magical happens. Methane molecules break apart. During this process, carbon atoms bond together and crystallize into diamond structures, creating the potential for diamonds to form. As these precious stones rain down, they could sink toward the planet's cores, adding to their mysterious geological makeup. This intriguing phenomenon raises exciting questions about the conditions on these distant worlds and makes studying them even more fascinating for astronomers and planetary scientists alike. Who wouldn't want to explore the possibility of a diamond shower millions of miles away? Let's uncover the truth about fascinating salps. These unique creatures may look like jellyfish, but in reality, they belong to a group known as tunicates and are distant relatives of sea squirts. Salps live in the ocean and are remarkable for their ability to form long chains of floating clones. This cloning strategy not only allows them to travel together, but also plays a vital role in marine ecosystems. As they swim through the water, salps filter out tiny organisms called plankton, which helps to maintain water cleanliness and supports the food web. Their transparent, gelatinous bodies create a mesmerizing sight as they drift through the ocean, almost resembling an otherworldly phenomenon. Salps can reproduce both sexually and asexually, which means they can quickly adapt to changes in their environment. This incredible adaptability enables salps to thrive in various ocean habitats, making them an essential part of ocean health and a fascinating subject for scientific study. Isn't it amazing how such simple creatures can have such a significant impact on the marine world? What if I told you birthdays can be dangerous? Statistically, you're up to 14% more likely to die on your birthday compared to any other day of the year. This surprising fact suggests that our special day isn't just filled with joy and celebrations. Researchers have found that the increased risk of mortality can be linked to a rise in strokes, accidents, and heart attacks on that date. One explanation for this phenomenon is psychological stress. Many people feel pressure to make their birthday perfect, leading to emotional strain. Others might simply have bad luck while celebrating, whether it's indulging in unhealthy food or engaging in risky activities. So while it's great to celebrate getting older, it's wise to keep safety in mind and perhaps take it a bit easy on that special day. How about planning a low-key celebration this year? Let's uncover the truth about anthrax dangers. Did you know that weaponized strains of anthrax can stay alive and hazardous for over 40 years? This alarming fact becomes even more chilling when we look back at the UK's testing of an anthrax bomb on Grunar Island in 1942. During this secret experiment, an entire flock of sheep died within just days after the release of the deadly spores. Grunar Island essentially became a no-go zone because of the lingering threat these bacteria posed. Despite efforts to decontaminate the island, anthrax spores remain viable in the soil for decades. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the potential long-term impacts of biological weapons. As we continue to study and understand anthrax, it's crucial to consider both its historical usage and the continued risks it presents today. What measures are in place to keep such threats at bay? Discover the wild secret behind capsaicin-coated wiring tape. This unique tape used by car manufacturers is designed to keep pesky rodents at bay. Rodents, like mice and rats, have a knack for chewing on wires and cables, causing serious damage in vehicles. To combat this furry dilemma, manufacturers have come up with an ingenious solution. They coat wiring tape in capsaicin, the same compound that makes hot pepper spicy. The intense heat of capsaicin is a powerful deterrent for these critters, making the tape unappealing to them. When rodents come across these wires, they quickly learn to avoid the unpleasant taste, thereby protecting your car's vital components. This creative use of natural compounds not only prevents damage, but also highlights how innovation can lead to practical solutions in unexpected ways. Have you ever faced a rodent problem in your own home or car? Most people don't know this, but Thailand is vast. Thailand stretches across an impressive 120 square kilometers, making it roughly the size of Texas. This vibrant country is home to over 71.6 million people as of 2024, living in a mix of lively urban centers and quaint rural villages. Picture the bustling streets of Bangkok, the capital where energy fills the air from street vendors selling everything from spicy noodles to tropical fruits, creating a feast for the senses. Meanwhile, small villages nestled in lush rainforests offer tranquil charm, where daily life unfolds at a leisurely pace and traditions thrive. From the vibrant chaos of its cities to the serene beauty found in its countryside, Thailand presents a captivating variety of lifestyles. Its rich cultural tapestry, woven with festivals, crafts, and delicious cuisine, reflects the diversity of its people. Whether you're exploring ancient temples adorned with intricate designs or sipping strong coffee in a local cafe overlooking rice paddies, Thailand's blend of natural wonders and cultural experiences is truly enchanting. So next time you think of Thailand, remember there's an entire world waiting to be discovered, from its urban jungles to its peaceful landscapes. Believe it or not, this fish has two different vision zones. The fascinating freshwater fish, known as the anableps or four-eyed fish, hails from the warm rivers and lakes of Central and South America. What sets it apart in the animal kingdom is its remarkable eye structure. Each eye is split into two horizontally divided sections. This unique design allows anableps to see above and below the water at the same time, an incredible advantage for spotting predators and prey. Each half of its eye features two retinas and two separate corneas, creating a supercharged vision system. Imagine looking at both the sky and the underwater world without turning your head. This adaptation is particularly useful as the anableps often skims across the water's surface, making it easier to locate food while staying alert to danger. Isn't nature amazing? Here's something incredible about wedding veils. The longest wedding veil ever recorded stretches an astonishing 23,000 feet, which is about the equivalent of 63.5 football fields. This extraordinary veil was created by a team of talented designers in Cyprus and was officially recognized by the Guinness World Records. Spanning such a massive distance, it's not just a fashion statement, it's a true feat of creativity and craftsmanship. Imagine walking down the aisle with an accessory that trails behind you for more than 4 miles. This veil is made from sheer lace and took countless hours to design and assemble. The bride who wore it must have felt like royalty, turning heads all along her path. With this spectacular veil, weddings became more than just ceremonies. They transformed into grand spectacles. Who wouldn't be in awe of such an amazing piece of bridal fashion? Is it really true that underwater waterfalls exist? Absolutely. One of the most fascinating examples is the Denmark Strait Cataract, where cold, dense water plunges into the warmer ocean below, creating enormous cascades that flow out of sight. This stunning phenomenon happens when the temperature difference between the two water layers causes the heavier, cold water to sink. It's like watching a waterfall under the sea. These underwater cascades serve as a reminder that waterfalls are not just the beautiful ones we see on land. Factors like geographical features and weather conditions play crucial roles in these underwater wonders. The cold and warm water mix causes significant changes in ocean currents, which can affect marine life and even the climate. So the next time you think of waterfalls, remember that beneath the ocean's surface, a whole new world of cascading beauty awaits. Most people don't know this, but reptiles change gender. This intriguing fact revolves around temperature and its role in determining the gender of hatchlings. Unlike mammals and birds that rely on genetics, many reptiles, such as bearded dragons from Australia, can have their gender influenced by the warmth of their environment during egg incubation. If the eggs of genetically male bearded dragons are kept at temperatures above 32 degrees Celsius, these males can actually transform into fully functional females. This remarkable phenomenon highlights how adaptable and dynamic nature can be, showcasing the unique ways in which reptiles respond to their surroundings. This temperature-dependent gender determination not only plays a crucial role in the survival of these species, but also provides scientists with insights into evolutionary biology and environmental stressors. Isn't it fascinating how a simple change in temperature can lead to such a dramatic change in gender? You won't believe this about macadamia nuts. Did you know that the macadamia nut is one of the rare indigenous Australian plants that has become a large-scale commercial crop? These delicious and rich nuts grow on macadamia trees, which take a bit of patience to start producing. After around 7 to 10 years, the trees finally bear fruit. But here's the exciting part. Once they begin, they can continue yielding nuts for over a century. That means one tree can provide a tasty harvest for many generations. Macadamia nuts are not only a great source of healthy fats and nutrients, but they also have a unique, buttery flavor that makes them a favorite for snacking and cooking alike. As global demand increases, macadamia farming has become an important industry for Australia, showcasing the powerful bond between nature and commerce. Isn't it fascinating how much time and care goes into each nut? Did you know Mercury has a long day? A single day on Mercury lasts an incredible 59 Earth days. This happens because Mercury rotates very slowly on its axis, completing one full rotation in just about 59 Earth days. Unlike Earth, which spins relatively quickly, Mercury's unique rotation means that its days are much longer. As it orbits the Sun, which it does in just 88 Earth days, this slow spin makes the time between sunrises on the planet an astonishing 176 Earth days. Imagine experiencing a sunrise that only happens once every 5.5 Earth months. This unusual cycle leads to extreme temperature variations, as the side facing the sun becomes blisteringly hot while the dark side plunges into freezing cold. The planet's lack of atmosphere contributes to these dramatic temperature swings. Understanding Mercury's day length not only highlights the diversity of our solar system, but also helps scientists learn more about planetary formation and dynamics. Isn't it intriguing how time works so differently on Mercury? Did you know forests are key to our freshwater supply? Over 3/4 of the world's accessible freshwater flows from rivers nestled within or adjacent to forests. These green giants do more than just provide shade and homes for wildlife. They play a vital role in the water cycle too. Forests act like natural sponges, soaking up water from the ground and releasing it back into the atmosphere. This process is essential for generating rainfall, with the Amazon rainforest being a perfect example. In fact, parts of the Amazon can create their own weather patterns, triggering rain and sustaining the ecosystem. This interconnectedness means that protecting our forests isn't just about preserving trees, but also about ensuring we have enough clean water. As climate changes threaten these critical habitats, we must recognize how much we depend on them for our rivers and ultimately our survival. So next time you enjoy a glass of fresh water, think about the forests that help make it all possible. How will we protect them? Explore Pripyat, the ghost town of Chernobyl. Nestled in Ukraine, Pripyat was once a bustling city home to nearly 50,000 people before the catastrophic nuclear disaster in 1986. Today, it's a haunting reminder of that tragic event, frozen in time with its abandoned buildings and overgrown streets. After the explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, residents were evacuated in a hurry, leaving behind their belongings and memories. Now the eerie silence is broken only by the whispers of the wind through decaying structures, while remnants of everyday life, like rusted playgrounds and empty schools, evoke a sense of loss. Despite the dangerous levels of radiation that still linger, which pose significant health risks, a few brave workers venture into this eerie landscape for maintenance and preservation efforts. As nature gradually reclaims the city, it raises questions about the impact of human actions on the environment and our resilience in the face of disaster. Pripyat serves as both a chilling reminder of nuclear risks and a symbol of nature's unstoppable force. What lessons can we learn from Pripyat? Why exactly does Monsanto inspire so much wonder? This enchanting town in Portugal is truly one of a kind, renowned for its remarkable homes tucked within massive granite boulders. Imagine walking through streets where the natural landscape seamlessly merges with human creativity. The granite rocks, which tower over the quaint houses, create a striking backdrop that captures the imagination of visitors and locals alike. Many of the homes uniquely blend into their rocky surroundings, showcasing the innovative spirit of the town's residents. This artistic approach not only enhances the beauty of Monsanto, but also highlights a deep respect for nature. As you stroll through its narrow alleys, you'll discover charming nooks, colorful flower pots, and breathtaking views that make you feel as if you've stepped into a fairy tale. Captivating both nature lovers and architecture enthusiasts, Monsanto invites you to explore its unique charm. Could there be a more perfect place to witness the harmony between earth and art? Ever wondered how long pythons really live? The Guinness World Records showcases a remarkable python named Medusa, celebrated as the longest living snake on record. While Medusa has dazzled many with her extraordinary age, most pythons only live about 20 to 25 years. Some can even reach 30 years in age, but the concept of a 100-year-old snake is far-fetched. Factors like habitat, diet, and health play crucial roles in a python's lifespan. In the wild, they face dangers from predators and environmental changes that can cut their lives short. Meanwhile, in captivity, where they receive regular care and protection, pythons can enjoy longer lives. This interesting contrast highlights the importance of environment when considering the longevity of these fascinating reptiles. So, next time you see a python, remember that while Medusa might set lofty standards, most still have their own averages to meet. Why exactly does folding cranes grant wishes? According to Japanese legend, if you fold 1,000 origami cranes, you will be granted a wish from the gods. This beautiful tradition stems from the belief that cranes are sacred creatures that symbolize peace, happiness, and longevity. One of the most famous stories surrounding this practice is that of Sadako Sasaki, a young girl who developed leukemia after the Hiroshima bombing. Determined to recover, she began folding cranes in hopes of a miraculous cure. Although she didn't live to complete her task, her story inspired many to take up the challenge of folding 1,000 cranes for hope, peace, and healing. This act of creating cranes is not just a test of patience, but also a heartfelt symbol of resilience and perseverance. So the next time you see an origami crane, remember it represents a wish or a dream waiting to be fulfilled. Guess what really drives our money today? The gold standard, which once tied the US dollar directly to gold, officially ended in 1971. This monumental shift completely transformed the global economy. Before 1971, the value of each dollar was backed by a specific amount of gold, giving it a solid foundation. But once countries moved away from this system, they began using a fiat currency model, where the value isn't tied to any physical commodity. Instead, currencies now derive their worth from trust in governments and economies. This change allowed nations to have more flexibility in managing their economies, but it also introduced new challenges, like inflation and currency fluctuations. As a result, today's money is much more about confidence and supply and demand than ever before. How do you feel about the dollar's journey from gold to a paper-driven economy? Guess what really drives tobacco flavor? Urea, a fascinating chemical found in urine, plays an unexpected role in enhancing the taste of some tobacco products. This compound is the main nitrogenous waste product that comes from the way our bodies break down proteins. When we consume protein-rich foods, our bodies metabolize them, leading to the production of substances like urea. What's even more interesting is that urea isn't just a byproduct, it's a key component of human urine, and has been noted by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, for its various roles. In the world of tobacco, urea helps create a unique flavor profile, contributing to how we experience the smoke. So the next time you think about tobacco, remember that this chemical has quite the journey, from our bodies to enhancing a product that millions enjoy. Who would have thought urine could play such an interesting role in flavor? Did you know that notebooks used to fend off rats? Back in the day, when rats roamed freely in homes and were notorious for nibbling through anything they could find, people had to come up with creative solutions to protect their precious writings. This led to the introduction of wide margins in notebooks. The idea was simple yet clever. By leaving ample blank space on the edges of the pages, people hoped that the hungry rodents would be distracted by these wide margins and nibble on them instead of the important notes written in the middle. This unique practice not only helped save written works from damage, but also ensured that thoughts, discoveries, and inspirations remained intact. Today, while rats are less of a concern, wide margins continue to serve practical purposes, like giving space for annotations and doodles. Isn't it fascinating how a simple design choice has a quirky backstory? Believe it or not, towns named O exist in Scandinavia. In both Norway and Sweden, you'll find charming towns with the minimalistic name O. These single-letter names might seem simple, but don't let that fool you. They carry fascinating histories and stunning landscapes. For instance, O in Norway is nestled along the fjords, offering breathtaking views and access to nature's beauty. Meanwhile, Sweden's O boasts its own unique heritage, featuring quaint streets and a close-knit community vibe. Travelers often overlook these hidden gems, yet they provide a perfect getaway for those seeking tranquility and a taste of local culture. Each town's rich past is woven into its present, making them intriguing spots for both history buffs and nature lovers alike. So if you're planning a trip to Scandinavia, consider visiting O to experience its quaint charm and picturesque surroundings firsthand. Who knows what stories await in these tiny, yet remarkable towns? Can you believe the infinity symbol is that old? This iconic symbol, which looks like a sideways figure 8, was introduced by the English mathematician John Wallis in 1655. Wallis had a sharp mind for mathematics, and he wanted to express the idea of something endless or limitless. The symbol has come to represent not just mathematical concepts, but also ideas like eternity and boundlessness in various cultures around the world. Imagine how a simple shape can convey such profound meanings. Over the centuries, the infinity symbol has found its way into art, jewelry, and popular culture, often used to symbolize everlasting love or the endless cycle of life. The concept of infinity itself is fascinating. It challenges our understanding of numbers and space, opening up realms of thought where traditional limits don't apply. So the next time you see that little loop, remember it's more than just a symbol. It's a gateway into the infinite possibilities of mathematics and beyond. Why exactly does extreme heat pose such dangers? In some of the hottest environments on Earth, surface temperatures can soar above those of the sun. Imagine stepping into a place where temperatures reach a blistering 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit. In these extreme conditions, sweat can boil away instantly, and clothing can catch fire in the blink of an eye. This intense heat causes our bodies to react in fascinating ways, almost like a flashbulb illuminating a dark room. The human body attempts to cool itself through sweating, yet in such extreme conditions, this natural cooling mechanism can backfire. Rapid evaporation leads to severe dehydration and heat exhaustion. When the heat is so extreme, even the air you breathe can feel like a furnace, making it vital for people in these environments to stay cool and avoid exposure. Understanding how our bodies respond to extreme conditions is key to survival. Is it really true that Cyclone Olivia broke records? In April 1996, Tropical Cyclone Olivia struck Barrow Island, Australia, and astonished everyone with wind gusts reaching a staggering 407 kilometers per hour, or 253 miles per hour. This remarkable speed makes it one of the most powerful tropical cyclones ever recorded. The cyclone's winds were so intense that they shattered previous records, demonstrating nature's sheer power. The island experienced chaotic weather, with debris flying and trees uprooted as the cyclone tore through the region. Despite the destruction, the event provided valuable data to meteorologists and scientists studying storm patterns and climate change. Understanding such extreme weather events helps communities prepare for future storms, making resilience and effective planning essential. Cyclone Olivia is not just a footnote in history, it serves as a vital reminder of the forces of nature and how they impact our world. Have you ever thought about the amazing power of storms and their potential effects on our lives? Is it really true that some fear beards? Paganophobia is a fascinating yet unusual fear that causes individuals to feel anxious or uncomfortable around bearded people. This phobia can lead to serious social challenges, with those affected going to great lengths to avoid situations where they might encounter facial hair. For example, during events like No Shave November, which encourages men to grow out their beards for charity, individuals with paganophobia may find themselves feeling heightened anxiety. This discomfort can stem from a variety of factors, including past experiences or cultural associations with beards. Interestingly, the fear is not just about aesthetics, it can also reflect deeper issues related to personal safety or social interactions. Imagine attending a gathering where everyone around is proudly sporting a beard. For those with this phobia, it can feel overwhelming. Understanding paganophobia helps us empathize with others and recognize how diverse human experiences can be. Finding support, whether through therapy or community discussions, can be a valuable step for anyone struggling with this unique fear. Did you know about the hairy frogfish's disguise? This fascinating marine species is not only peculiar in its looks, but it's also a master of camouflage. The hairy frogfish is covered in soft, hair-like filaments that give it a striking appearance, resembling a tiny monster from the deep. These filaments allow the frogfish to blend seamlessly into its environment, whether it's a colorful coral reef or a patch of sponges. This skillful disguise helps the hairy frogfish evade predators and stay hidden from its own prey, making it a seasoned ambush hunter. When it spots a meal nearby, it can quickly pounce on smaller fish or crustaceans. Unlike many other fish, the hairy frogfish uses its pectoral fins to walk along the ocean floor, which adds to its unique charm. Living in warm tropical waters, this fish can be found across the globe, showcasing just how incredible marine life can be. So next time you're exploring the ocean, keep an eye out for this remarkable creature. Who knows what other hidden wonders await? Why did ancient Greeks doubt the number one? Ancient Greeks had a unique perspective on numbers, viewing one not as a number, but more as a concept. This idea emerged from their philosophical and mathematical explorations, where they focused on the notion of unity and its role in the cosmos. Thinkers like Pythagoras and Plato debated the essence of numbers, leading to a belief that one represented a singular idea rather than a numeral like 2 or 3. This might sound surprising, but even after the time of the Greeks, this idea sparked debates among scholars for centuries. Many found it controversial and questioned whether something could exist without being counted as a number. The transition in thought regarding the definition of numbers evolved significantly over time, ultimately leading to our current understanding. Today we recognize one as the foundation of counting, but the ancient Greeks opened up fascinating discussions about the nature of numbers and existence that still resonate in philosophy and mathematics today. Turns out the truth is that Goths endure heat. A key aspect of Goth culture is a unique approach to fashion, heavily centered around dark, dramatic clothing. Despite sweltering summer temperatures, many Goths stick to their signature black attire, often made from heavy fabrics. This dedication highlights their commitment to a particular aesthetic that embraces individuality and self-expression. For many in the community, the emphasis on style is more than just clothing. It's a form of art and identity. While this can lead to discomfort on hot days, the experience of wearing Gothic ensembles is often seen as a way to stand out and make a statement. It's fascinating how a passion for style can push people to brave the heat just to feel authentic and true to themselves. So next time you see someone in heavy black clothing during summer, remember the stories of creativity and identity that often lie behind their bold fashion choices. Most people don't know Lade Island has a mysterious house. This intriguing island, part of the Westman Islands located south of Iceland, features a solitary structure built by a hunters association in the 1950s. Designed as an observation point for hunting expeditions, the house stands as a lonely sentinel against the stunning yet rugged backdrop of the island. Imagine stepping foot on this uninhabited terrain, where nature reigns supreme, and the only sounds are the waves crashing against the rocky shores and the calls of seabirds overhead. The house adds an air of mystery to Lade Island, sparking curiosity among adventurers and history buffs alike. It's not just a hunting shack, it's a piece of the past that tells stories of the hunters who came here, braving the elements in search of game. With its remote location and dramatic landscapes, Lade Island is a captivating destination for those seeking adventure or a glimpse into Iceland's rich history. What stories could the walls of this solitary house tell? Surprisingly, it's a fact that computers were once people. Before the world embraced microchips and digital technology, the term computer actually referred to human beings who calculated numerical data. These skilled individuals, often women, would perform complex mathematical computations by hand, meticulously recording their results. They were essential in various fields, from astronomy to engineering, and their work laid the foundation for the machines we rely on today. In the early 20th century, as technology evolved, mechanical devices began to take over these tasks, leading to the birth of electronic computers. However, the human calculators, sometimes called human computers, played a crucial role in notable achievements, including launching rockets and predicting weather patterns. This fascinating history reminds us of the incredible shift in technology and highlights the importance of the people behind the early innovations. Have you ever thought about who really did the calculations before computers? Can you believe Ularu's amazing journey back home? This iconic monolith, located in Australia, is not just a breathtaking sight. It holds immense significance for the Anangu people, the traditional custodians of the land. In 1985, a landmark decision was made when the Australian government transferred ownership of Uluru back to the Anangu, recognizing their enduring connection to this sacred site. This act was more than just a legal formalization. It marked a critical moment in acknowledging indigenous rights and heritage, paving the way for the revitalization of cultural practices and teachings. Today, Uluru attracts visitors from all around the globe, eager to witness its stunning beauty and learn about its rich history. As travelers explore this majestic landmark, they also engage with the stories and traditions of the Anangu, deepening their understanding of Australia's diverse cultural landscape. Uluru isn't just a rock, it's a powerful symbol of reconciliation and respect between indigenous peoples and the wider community. What more can we learn from places like Uluru? Discover the real secret of the North Star. As we gaze up at the night sky, we often rely on Polaris, also known as the North Star, to guide us. But did you know that Polaris hasn't always held that title? Around 4,500 years ago, when the pyramids of Giza were being constructed, the North Star was actually Thuban, a different star in the constellation Draco. This shift is due to a phenomenon called axial precession, which is like a slow wobble of the Earth's rotational axis. Over thousands of years, this wobble changes the position of the stars relative to the Earth. Thuban was positioned almost directly above the North Pole during ancient times, making it a vital star for navigation in that era. So, the next time you look up at Polaris, remember that our sky is in constant change, and the stars can tell us fascinating stories about the past. Did you know your bones are constantly rebuilding? Over time, your skeleton undergoes a fascinating transformation, completely regenerating itself approximately every 10 years. This remarkable process involves two types of bone cells, osteoclasts and osteoblasts. Osteoclasts are like the demolition crew. They break down old bone tissue, clearing the way for new structures. Meanwhile, osteoblasts are the builders of your bones, working tirelessly to create fresh bone material, essential for maintaining strength and health. This dynamic balancing act is crucial for our skeletal system, as it allows us to recover from injuries and adapt to changes in our physical activity. However, when this balance is disrupted, like in conditions such as osteoporosis, the process can lead to weaker bones, making them more susceptible to fractures. Understanding how our bones live and breathe through this continuous cycle emphasizes the importance of nutrition and exercise in supporting our skeletal health. So the next time you think about your bones, remember they're not static, they're always on the move. Is it really true that dogs can have vitiligo? Absolutely. Meet a remarkable 14-year-old dog whose skin and coat have changed color due to this fascinating condition. Vitiligo is a skin disorder that causes patches of skin to lose their pigment, leading to striking white spots. Observers are often surprised thinking the dog's eyes have been painted white, but that's a natural part of the vitiligo process. This dog's unique appearance has captured hearts and minds across the internet, inspiring thousands who see it as a symbol of resilience and beauty and diversity. The dog's story isn't just about a physical transformation, it brings attention to the amazing ways animals can adapt and thrive despite challenges. This pup reminds us that beauty comes in all forms, and every creature has a story worth sharing. Have you ever seen a dog with vitiligo before? Have you tried the stunning raindrop cake from Japan? This unique dessert is not just a feast for your taste buds, but also a treat for your eyes. Raindrop cake, known as mizu shingen mochi, is a Japanese delicacy that looks like a glistening raindrop floating on your plate. Made primarily from water and agar, a natural jelly-like substance derived from seaweed, this cake has a transparent, crystalline appearance that resembles a droplet of water. When you take your first bite, you'll enjoy its refreshing and light flavor, making it a perfect palate cleanser. Traditionally served with a sweet syrup and soybean flour, the taste experience combines both visual beauty and delightful flavors. It's no wonder this dessert has become a popular Instagram sensation and is sought out by food enthusiasts around the world. If you love trying new desserts, raindrop cake might just be the next treat you need to seek out. Why not surprise your friends by making it yourself or look for it in a local Japanese restaurant? Can you believe this wild legal challenge in 2010? A law student turned heads when he filed a lawsuit against an attorney in Jackson, Mississippi. This attorney sparked controversy by publicly offering $1 million to anyone who could reach a nearby hotel, the site of a tragic quadruple murder, from Jackson Airport in under 30 minutes. Intrigued by the challenge, the student rushed to prove himself. With determination and speed, he completed the journey in an astonishing 19 minutes. However, when he claimed the prize, the attorney refused to pay up, arguing that the challenge was just a publicity stunt and not a serious offer. This bizarre story raises intriguing questions about contracts and the ethics behind such outrageous challenges. Was the student entitled to the prize, or did the attorney have a valid point? This case highlights the complexities of law and how sometimes things aren't as simple as they appear. Let's uncover the truth about small facts. Did you know that even the tiniest pieces of information can spark big ideas? This concept encourages us to keep thinking and learning, highlighting that every little fact has the potential to lead to something greater. For instance, the simple fact that honey never spoils opens up discussions about ancient civilizations and their food preservation methods. Each small detail we discover can connect us to larger themes such as innovation and sustainability. By embracing curiosity, we benefit from each fact we encounter, no matter how minor it seems. So the next time you come across a little-known tidbit, consider what larger ideas it might inspire. Isn't it amazing how knowledge builds on itself, creating endless opportunities for discovery and creativity? Let's keep that curiosity alive. Frosty the Snowman started with a catchy song? Most people don't know this, but Frosty actually got his start in the music world thanks to the famous singer Gene Autry in 1950. Autry's playful tune about a jolly snowman captured hearts and quickly became a Christmas favorite. The song's cheerful lyrics paint a vivid picture of Frosty coming to life, complete with a corn-cob pipe and a button nose. His magical story resonated with listeners, turning the character into a holiday icon. With booming popularity, Frosty joined the ranks of Santa Claus and Rudolph, firmly embedding himself in Christmas traditions. Over the years, Frosty has inspired countless adaptations, including animated specials, books, and merchandise. His cheerful spirit and the joy he brings to children and adults alike have made him a symbol of winter wonder. So next time you hear that catchy tune, remember how this beloved character began as a simple song and became a symbol of holiday cheer. What would Christmas be without him? Prepare to be amazed by snow's hidden secrets. Scientists have found that even fresh, white snow isn't as pure as you might think. In fact, snow acts like a magnet for pollutants drifting in from the air. This means that when snowflakes fall, they can capture tiny bits of dirt, dust, and even harmful chemicals, challenging the common belief that snow is always clean and pristine. Researchers tested various snow samples and discovered unexpected levels of pollution, showing that snow can actually reflect the air quality of the environment where it falls. So when you look at a beautiful blanket of snow, remember that it might be hiding some surprising secrets beneath that sparkling surface. Isn't it fascinating how this delicate frozen water can tell us so much about our air quality while looking so pure? Is it surprising that oceans absorb carbon dioxide? Since the Industrial Revolution, our oceans have acted as a vital buffer for the Earth's atmosphere, soaking up around 30% to 40% of the carbon dioxide, CO2, emitted by human activities. This process is crucial in regulating our planet's climate, as too much CO2 can lead to global warming and climate change. When CO2 enters the ocean, it interacts with water, forming carbonic acid, which can make oceans more acidic. While this absorption helps slow down the rate of warming, it also creates challenges for marine life, affecting coral reefs and shellfish, which struggle in acidic conditions. The ability of oceans to absorb CO2 showcases their importance in maintaining a balanced ecosystem and a stable climate. However, as human emissions continue to rise, the ocean's capacity to absorb CO2 may diminish, posing serious risks for both the environment and our future. How can we protect our oceans and ensure they continue playing this vital role? Here's a wild fact about dreams that surprises many. It turns out that men often dream about other men far more than women do. Studies show that about 67% of men's dreams feature male characters. This might seem surprising, considering our dreams often reflect our relationships and experiences. On the flip side, women typically enjoy a more balanced mix, dreaming about both genders in roughly equal measure. Why does this happen? It could be linked to social dynamics and how men and women relate to one another in waking life. In a world where men often band together for activities, it makes sense that these bonds spill into dreams. So next time you recall a dream, think about the characters in it. What do they say about your subconscious? Are your dreams reflecting your social circles or ambitions? It's fascinating how our minds work while we sleep. Pro gamers are raking in millions from esports tournaments. This might surprise you, But many gamers have turned their passion for playing video games into a full-time career. Esports, or electronic sports, involves competitive gameplay that is often showcased in tournaments streamed live to audiences worldwide. Popular games like League of Legends, Dota 2, and Fortnite have captivated millions, and the prize pools for these competitions can reach staggering amounts, sometimes exceeding millions of dollars. Players train rigorously, honing their skills and strategies to compete at the highest levels. With professional teams and sponsorships, the gaming industry has transformed into a serious business with lucrative opportunities. Audiences gather online and in person to watch their favorite teams battle it out, creating a vibrant community around competitive gaming. As a result, pro gamers not only gain fame, but also substantial financial rewards. Who would have thought that playing video games could lead to such incredible success? Here's something incredible about Carl Linnaeus. The Swedish botanist Carl Linnaeus revolutionized the world of science by developing the system we use to name living organisms today. This system, known as binomial nomenclature, gives every species a unique two-part name, helping scientists communicate more effectively. But Linnaeus is more than just a name in textbooks. He is regarded as the type specimen for Homo sapiens, meaning his remains serve as a crucial reference point for defining our species. This unique distinction emphasizes how much we owe to Linnaeus for laying the groundwork in taxonomy, which helps categorize all life forms on Earth. His contributions are still acknowledged and utilized in modern biology. So next time you're studying plants or animals, remember that Linnaeus's legacy is living on through the names we use every day. Surprisingly, it's a fact that Cream Puff lived 38 years. She holds the title for the longest living cat in the world. Born on August 3, 1967 in Austin, Texas, Cream Puff was a fluffy, affectionate feline who captured the hearts of many. Her human, Jake Perry, provided her with a loving home filled with care and enrichment, allowing her to thrive. Cream Puff enjoyed a diet that included special treats and, of course, plenty of love and attention, which many believe contributed to her long life. While the average cat lives around 15 years, Cream Puff's impressive age caught the attention of Guinness World Records. Her story inspires pet owners everywhere to focus on quality care, exercise, and regular vet checkups to keep their furry friends healthy and happy. Isn't it amazing to think about how many purrs and cuddles Cream Puff experienced over her extraordinary lifespan? Can you believe Frederick Douglass loved being photographed? Frederick Douglass was not just a famous abolitionist and orator, he was the most photographed person of the 19th century. Living during a time when photography was still a budding art, Douglass saw the power of images in shaping how Black Americans were represented. He embraced this new technology, using it as a tool to fight against the racism and stereotypes of his time. Douglass understood that photography could capture his dignified presence, challenging the negative narratives surrounding Black people. He often posed for portraits, ensuring that his image was widely circulated and that the stories of African Americans were seen and heard. By doing this, Douglass aimed to foster a deeper understanding and appreciation of Black lives during the Civil War era. Isn't it fascinating how one person can harness a new medium to bring about social change? Did you know Ghostbusters had a one-day logo design? This legendary logo, which features a friendly ghost encircled by a striking red line, was crafted by the talented graphic designer Michael Gross in just a single day. Talk about inspiration striking fast. The image quickly became synonymous with the Ghostbusters franchise, representing not just the movies but also a cultural phenomenon that includes cartoons, merchandise, and even theme park attractions. When Gross sat down to create the logo, he had to capture the playful yet spooky essence of the film. The ghost, with its outstretched arms and cheerful expression, perfectly embodies the quirky spirit of the Ghostbusters team, who are all about busting ghosts while being fun-loving. Over the years, this simple yet impactful design has created a lasting impression and is instantly recognizable to fans of all ages. From Halloween costumes to nostalgic reruns of the original films, the Ghostbusters logo remains a pop culture staple. Isn't it fascinating how one day of creativity can lead to such a lasting legacy? Did you know B.B. King had a fiery lesson? One of the most legendary musicians in blues history, B.B. King, had a remarkable story behind his guitar named Lucille. The name stemmed from an incident where a deadly fight broke out between two men over a woman, which ignited a fire that destroyed the venue he was performing at. In the chaos, B.B. made a brave move to save his beloved guitar, risking his safety. This experience not only solidified his love for music, but also became a crucial life lesson for him. He vowed never to fight over a woman again, using Lucille as a constant reminder of this promise. The guitar itself became a symbol of resilience and wisdom, reflecting King's transcendent career. B.B. King went on to sell over 30 million records, inspiring countless musicians and fans. When you hear the soulful notes of Lucille, remember it's more than just a guitar. It's a testament to a man's journey through life, love, and music. What other remarkable stories do musicians hold? Let's uncover the truth about Crampuff the cat. Crampuff holds the title as the world's oldest cat, living an astonishing 38 years and 3 days. This remarkable feline, who was born in 1967, defied the odds and set a record that has yet to be broken. While the average lifespan of a cat is around 15 years, Crampuff's extraordinary longevity is a fascinating topic among pet lovers and veterinarians alike. His owners provided him with a loving home and a healthy lifestyle, showcasing that proper care can make a difference. People often wonder what secrets Crampuff discovered during his long life. Did he have a special diet or favorite activities that kept him playful and vibrant? Although we may never know all the factors that contributed to his durability, Crampuff's story inspires us to cherish our furry friends and prioritize their well-being. So how can we help our pets live long, happy lives? Discover the mystery of Italy's crumbling, dying city. Situated atop a steep cliff, Civita di Bagnoregio captivates visitors with its stunning views and medieval charm. Once bustling with life, this unique village is now known as the Dying City due to its fragile clay soil that continues to erode, threatening its existence. Only 8 brave inhabitants call this place home, clinging to their heritage amidst the ruins. Accessed solely by a long bridge, Civita offers a glimpse into the past with its winding streets and historic architecture. While it faces an uncertain future, efforts are underway to preserve its beauty and history. Tourists flock to this ghost town, drawn by its enchanting atmosphere and the dramatic landscape that surrounds it. As nature continues to reclaim this remarkable site, the question remains, can systematic preservation save Civita from disappearing forever? Have you ever wondered how fast tuna can swim? These incredible fish can cover distances of up to 64 kilometers, which is about 40 miles, all in just one day. Tuna are known for their impressive speed and stamina, making them some of the fastest fish in the ocean. They have streamlined bodies and powerful tails that allow them to dart through the water with grace and agility. While hunting, they can swim at bursts of speed reaching 75 kilometers per hour, around 46 miles per hour, showcasing their remarkable energy and skill. This ability not only helps them catch their prey, but also evade larger predators. Interestingly, different species of tuna, like the bluefin or yellowfin, have varying capabilities when it comes to swimming distances and speeds. Their impressive swimming skills are vital for survival in the vast ocean, where speed and efficiency can mean the difference between life and death. Did you know that Tottenham Hotspur Stadium serves beer automatically? This innovative stadium has truly changed game day for beer lovers by introducing automatic taps that make serving beer faster and more efficient. Imagine walking up and having your pint poured perfectly without having to wait in long lines. These high-tech taps provide a fresh pour every time, ensuring that the beer is always at the right temperature. This means you can enjoy your favorite drink while cheering on your team without losing any action on the field. Not only does this tech enhance the overall experience for fans, but it also highlights how sports venues are embracing technology to improve customer satisfaction. Next time you catch a game at Tottenham, you might find yourself enjoying your beer quicker than ever. How cool is that? This might surprise you. Indore hosted a unique festival. In 2008, this vibrant city in India became the center of excitement with a fascinating event that combined music and various competitions. The festival was not just about entertainment. It attracted talented individuals aiming to showcase their skills in a variety of tests. Musicians filled the air with lively tunes, creating an atmosphere of joy and enthusiasm. Meanwhile, competitors challenged themselves in different activities, making the event a thrilling blend of fun and rivalry. Locals and visitors alike gathered to witness this special occasion, creating lasting memories together. The festival highlighted Indoor's rich cultural spirit, making it a noteworthy chapter in the city's history. As they celebrated music and skill, the people of Indoor strengthened their community ties, proving that a joyful gathering can unite everyone. What do you think of such dynamic festivals? Let's uncover the truth about Lucky Charms. For a whole decade, one person held on to a small trinket, believing it was simply a good luck charm. Initially, it was just a colorful bead he found on the ground, but little did he know, this unassuming piece had a rich history. After 10 years of carrying it everywhere, he decided to do some research. To his surprise, he discovered that the bead was an ancient artifact once used in traditional rituals. It turned out to be a rare piece from a long-lost civilization, valued not just for its beauty, but also for its connection to history. As a result, what started as a token of good fortune transformed into a symbol of cultural heritage. This surprising journey reminds us that sometimes the things we hold dear are much more valuable than we think. Have you ever underestimated an item's worth? Have you ever wondered why some animals eat their young? In some surprising cases, like certain fish, reptiles, and amphibians, this shocking behavior can actually be part of a good parenting strategy. Research from 2019 discovered that when these animals face overcrowding, resorting to cannibalism can significantly boost the survival chances of the remaining offspring. Imagine a mother fish that has laid hundreds of eggs in a small space. She may instinctively know that if too many young compete for limited resources, they could all perish. By sacrificing a few, she increases the odds of survival for the others, who benefit from better access to food in a less crowded environment. It's a harsh reality, but nature often operates on principles that may seem cruel from our human perspective. So the next time you think about parenting in the animal kingdom, remember that sometimes survival of the fittest has a very different meaning. Why exactly does Ojakon withstand freezing temperatures? Ojakon, a small settlement in Siberia, is famous for its bone-chilling winters, where temperatures can plummet to a staggering 90 degrees below zero. In these extreme conditions, the trees literally freeze, showcasing nature's incredible resilience. You might wonder how people manage to live in such an unforgiving climate. The secret lies in their adaptability and preparation. Residents build insulated homes and wear specially designed clothing to protect themselves from the cold. Additionally, Ojakon's unique lifestyle includes activities and traditions that connect the community, offering warmth beyond just the physical. For example, locals often gather for communal meals, sharing stories that help strengthen social bonds during long, harsh winters. Despite the challenges, the spirit of the people in Ojakon shines brightly through the snow, proving that survival in extreme conditions is possible. Hard to believe, but earth scrapers might reshape cities. Imagine a city where buildings grow down instead of up, creating vast spaces underground. BNKR Arquitectura has a fascinating plan for a 65-story inverted pyramid beneath Mexico City's Central Square. This innovative design features a hollow center that allows light and air to filter in, making room for parks, homes, and offices all underground. Picture strolling through a park while standing in a building that's sitting several stories below the surface. A similar idea was proposed for Arizona's Lavender Pit Mine, showcasing how we can rethink urban landscapes. While no earth scrapers have been built yet, the possibilities are exciting. These groundbreaking concepts could redefine urban development, offering innovative solutions to crowded cities and the challenges of climate change. Are you ready to explore the hidden world beneath our feet? Guess what really drives Montana's sheep laws? In Montana, it is illegal to leave a sheep unattended in a truck. This unique law reflects the state's commitment to animal welfare, ensuring that livestock, like sheep, receive the care and attention they deserve. When farmers and ranchers transport their animals, they must be mindful of their needs just like they would for any other valued member of their farming operation. Leaving a sheep alone in a vehicle could lead to neglect, causing distress for the animal and raising concerns over their safety and well-being. By having such regulations, Montana aims to protect its livestock and underline the importance of responsible animal husbandry. This law reveals how deeply rooted the connection is between people and their farming practices in the state, fostering a culture of respect for all living creatures. Have you ever thought about the laws protecting animals where you live? Have you ever wondered why the Leaning Tower leans? This iconic structure in Pisa, Italy, wasn't meant to tilt at all. During its construction in the 12th century, builders soon discovered that their foundation was poorly designed, made from soft clay, sand, and even shells. This unstable mix couldn't hold the weight of the heavy marble they were using, which caused the tower to start tilting as the ground shifted over time. As the tilt became more pronounced, various attempts were made to stabilize the tower. Engineers have tried everything from adding counterweights to removing soil from one side of the foundation to prevent collapse. Remarkably, today's careful engineering keeps the famous lean intact while ensuring the structure remains safe for visitors. It has become a beloved global symbol, attracting millions who come to marvel at its peculiar stance. The Leaning Tower of Pisa teaches us lessons in engineering and history while reminding us of the importance of a good foundation.